You're watching Channel 7 Action News.
More than 300 million people worldwide use Twitter each and every day to get their latest news, weather, and even deals in their area. And tonight, we're going to show you how you can get paid for your tweets. We're joined right now by Ted Murphy, considered by some to be the James Dean of social media. Coming all the way to us from Orlando. First of all, you are the CEO of IZEA.
Correct.
Not IKEA.
Yep.
Tell us what IZEA is.
IZEA basically helps people who are creating content in social media monetize that content. So whether you are a blogger or you're a tweeter or you like to check in, we have different solutions that allow you to make money from creating content.
How much can you make doing that? If you're somebody, you're talking about people who normally just sit at home and on the computer, how much money can they make?
It really depends. So obviously the more followers that you have or the bigger audience you have, the more money you'll make. So an average person might make $10 or $15 for a tweet. When you get to the celebrity levels, it could be $10,000 or $15,000 for a single tweet.
Just to send out a tweet to
Just
people.
one tweet.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Of town. I'm telling you.
I know. It's people call you a genius madman. I guess I see what's happening here with this. So how does it work? You're paying people essentially to tweet about things. Are these things they would normally tweet about, or are they getting paid to tweet about something specifically?
Most of the time, the advertisers are looking to get exposure for their brand. So what will happen is when you sign up for the platform at sponsoredtweets.com, you'll tell us what you're interested in tweeting about. So whether that's music or movies or games, right? And basically, you'll get an email from our system that says, an advertiser is interested in hiring you, and here's how much they're willing to pay. And then at that point, you basically say, I'd like to participate, or no, I don't. It's not the right fit for me and my audience.
So you might, as the tweeter at home, you might sit there and write tweets out and saying, hey, I ran across this great thing. Here's a link to it. And then when somebody clicks on that link, that's how they get paid.
Right. Well, there's two different ways that you can get paid. One is for each click that you generate, and then the other way is that you just get paid for the tweet no matter how many clicks it generates.
Okay. Now the dark side here, because today I think already I've blocked and reported spam on, I think, 3 or 4 people. What will happen is I'm in it for the conversation. I like Twitter because I like to converse with people. So when somebody I don't know suddenly sends me a link and says, hey, you know, click here, so I don't even look at the link because I know they're getting paid if they do. So I just delete them and I report them as spam.
So we don't do that at all. So what you're talking about is basically at spam, where they'll at you and you'll show up in your timeline and you'll have no idea who it is. Everything that we do, we prohibit any sort of adding anybody else. So if you're following that person, you like what they're sharing with you, that's great. If what they're creating and sharing with you you don't like, then you're going to turn them off, right? So it's really in our tweeters' best interest to make sure that what they're sharing, if they are tweeting about an advertiser, that's relevant to the people that are following them.
And you say Twitter, but people are also using Facebook as a platform. How about Google+?
Not Google Plus yet. That's a little bit too new, and the APIs aren't out there. But I imagine, you know, all the different forms of social media have really gotten plugged into marketing in a variety of different ways. And I imagine it won't be too long till there's a solution out there to monetize Google Plus.
All right, just a couple of minutes ago, Ted, I checked my number of tweets I've given in my career, and it's like double the number of tweets.
He's an animal. He's an animal.
So the question is, how do I get paid for that? Who am I going to call to get signed up to get paid? So if somebody wants to get a hold of you and become part of this and get paid, how do they do it?
Basically, you would go to sponsoredtweets.com, you sign up with your Twitter account, you tell us how much you think you'd like to get paid for a tweet, so you can kind of name your own price, and then give us a couple keywords, and then when we find an advertiser who's a match for you, you'll receive a message back.
All right, Ted Murphy, for all those people who believe that Twitter doesn't mean anything, I guess you can prove them wrong.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. So, Carolyn, you've tweeted several dozen times. I think that's worth something.
Yeah, that's worth a lot. You're making a believer out of me. I'm going to have to tweet some more. Thank you, guys.